there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. It means the world to me. If you haven't clicked on the subscribe button, go ahead and do so now. Put your positive energies into this Capella family and click on the notification bell so that you get notified as to when I put new readings out and to include when I go live. If you would like a personal reading or a coaching session, or if you would like to sign up for a 14-day free trial of one of my Capella memberships, check out the description box below or go to capellawellness.com. The memberships include entries into free drawings monthly. You get daily guidance videos. You get to directly chat with me on my mobile app. You get to meet some amazing people there and join a tighter knit group in that realm, I should say. All right. If you have any questions about anything at all, please don't feel hesitant to contact me. My information is in the description box below. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are well. I hope you didn't miss me too much. For those of you who are regulars, I am finally situated, hopefully, in my new place. I am back home in South Florida. If you don't already know, this is where I grew up. I've been going through some major transitions lately and moving from place to place, but I am home now and just waiting to see what God has for me here. I wasn't expecting to be back home, to be quite honest with you, but it's part of God's plan, so I am accepting of that because I know He knows what He's doing and I know He knows what's best for me. So, for those of you who are new here, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. There's been a lot of stuff going on for me for the past 2 months or so. And the way that I conduct my readings, I do more in-depth ones, but my guides are still continuing, or still having me to continue doing the more simple readings, but they end up being long anyway because I tend to channel quite a lot with very few cards because I don't really need cards, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do here, Aquarius, is we're going to see what you need to work on right now and see what other guidance Spirit has for you, whatever other messages come out. All right, remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For somebody else who's watching this, keep your unhealthy ego at the door and make sure you're honest with yourself in the situation. All right, we're ready to go. Let's see. What does Aquarius need to be working on at this time? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Here we go, Aquarius. I had this weird feeling that this was going to be a little bit like your August 30th, 2021 reading, the one that got like 20,000 views or something, that really had my channel take off, and you guys tend to keep getting that energy a year or so later with the Knight of Bats, the Knight of Swords. There's some sudden drastic life changes happening. For some of you, in the Four of Pentacles, which is 4 pumpkins, 4 pentacles, same difference. There's something coming into balance here. Remember, it's a collective reading, so it's going to be different for all of you. But this energy with the Knight of Bats here, the Knight of Swords, something's coming to rush in. You may have somebody who's coming in out of nowhere to sweep you off your feet. Okay, I'm hearing a knight in shining armor. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They have strong air in their chart. Maybe Gemini rising, Gemini North Node, or something like that, okay? But it doesn't have to be, so don't get caught up in the signs, please. But that might be significant for some of you. I do really feel strongly for some group here. There is someone who's like really rushing in to save the day. Someone is seizing the day. Someone is getting the fire underneath their ass, or getting the light bolt hit in their head, the lightning bolt hit in their head, and saying, it's like blam. It's like epiphany. It's like shit. God's like, get going, Knight. Go. It's time to go after this. It's time to go after that. It could be somebody going after you. It could be you following your dreams and be like, shit, man, I just had this amazing idea, or I know what to do now. I'm not afraid to go after it. This is the go-getter energy. I'm doing this come hell or high water energy. I am going to do this. I do not care what is in my path. I'm not going to let anyone or anything get in my way. That's the energy of the Knight of Swords, okay? So there's someone here, and it could be you again, who's just like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I do not care. Whatever obstacles are there, okay, I'm just going to like blaze through them, or you're not going to allow the obstacles to affect you, okay? This is not affected by anything. That's what I get with the energy of this, and it's fast. It's blazing fast. So something here is drastically shifting. There's a major shift that is going to be happening for some of you, and you're not going to see it coming. It's going to be like, what on earth just happened here? Okay? But know that it's part of God's plan. Know that this is supposed to be happening, okay? So some of you are going to be like, what on earth is going on, okay? But just trust in what God is doing with your life, okay? Just trust in that. But you guys are really having this energy to seize the day, all right? Don't let anything slow you down. But at the same time, guys, don't rush into things. Don't make impulsive moves. Don't be like, oh my God, I have to do this like now, and I have to get this out, blah, blah, blah. Be careful with that. You guys have gotten messages about slowing down, all right? So don't do anything brash. Make sure you are patient with things, okay? But have the go-getter energy. Like, I can do this. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to do what's right for me. But remember, don't rush it, because nature has to take its course. And you have to allow things to unfold how they unfold. So whatever it is that you're going after and you're seizing the day, do not do it in a rush way. Do not rush into this, because you're going to miss the mark. You're going to miss certain things. Okay? You get the idea. You get excited about it. There's a lot of high energy here. There's a lot of willpower, a lot of ambition. But think it through before you act. And then when you've got everything in place, you've got everything planned out, you've got the ideas lined up, then go ahead and tackle it. Go gung-ho and just go blazing into glory, whatever this is, and do it. Okay? This could very well be surrounding understanding what you know is of value here. It's like you got some idea and you're saying, oh my gosh, this is what I need to be doing. I get it. I can see what I value now, and I'm going to go after that, okay? This could even be a person that you know who sees you as of value, and you're an important person in their life, because maybe before this individual was stubborn, okay? This person was selfish. This person was holding on too tightly to their money or to the past or to their mistakes or something, and they were like, oh, I can't let go of this, and it's like, what do I do? But then they're realizing, why am I holding on to these things too tightly? Why am I struggling to let go? There's also somebody here who cannot let go of you. I'm hearing, I don't want you to go. Stay here type of thing. I need to stop holding on to the past. I need to stop worrying about what I've done, what I didn't do. I got to stop being selfish. I got to stop being stubborn and just embrace the changes, okay? I need to find some more balance here. And apparently this person, you may bring a lot of balance to this individual. And over time, they've realized that they need to let go of so many things. There's also letting go of the materialistic world with this Four of Pumpkins, where they had this scarcity mindset. They were afraid to share their money. They were afraid to give. They were afraid to, spend or something like that, because that's the energy of the Four of Pentacles. And it's like God is making them realize you can't keep doing that, because when you're afraid to spend money, or you're afraid of change, okay? Because this is resistant to change. You block yourself from the miracles that God is coming for you. You block yourself from the abundance. You stay huddled down. It's like you're clutching the football, like you're freaking, I don't know. I'm seeing somebody catching an interception, and maybe somebody's watching football right now, because it is Thursday. Thursday night football, okay, which I need to go watch because I'm back into watching football since my parents have cable and I hadn't had cable for like 4 or 5 years. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm seeing something about clutching a football. Somebody makes an interception and you're holding it on too tightly, like, I can't let this go. Or there's a fumble. You know how it looks, right? If you watch football, it's like, that's some of you. I gotta hold on to this. It's like my precious. But you're starting to realize, okay, I can let go now. You know how after the person catches an interception, they get hit or something, or there's a fumble, everyone breaks away and that person is still holding onto the football for dear life? You can let go now, Aquarius. Or maybe this is your person. You do not need to hold on to the football anymore. You got the fumble, you got the interception, whatever this is, you can let go of it now, Aquarius. Or I'm talking to your person, okay? You don't need to hold on so tightly. And whatever this is for you guys, you don't have to hold on to it so much. All right? Don't be resistant to change because change is inevitable. You know what is really valuable to you. You understand this now, or you're about to understand this better. Once you understand that, go seize the day. Okay? Is it carpe diem? Carpe diem, whatever? Go after that. You are very ambitious. There's like this passion too, because I get Knight of Wands energy with this for whatever reason. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to go after this because this is what I want. I can't be resistant to change anymore. I know this is my purpose. He's doing the right thing for himself. Okay? That's what this Knight of Swords does. He is going to go out there and do the right thing for himself, for humanity. This is a champion of the people, okay? That's what Aquarius is. You guys are all about humanity, all right? You guys want to go out there and do something for the world, then go do it. Don't be afraid of the money. Don't be afraid of the possessions. Let go of those possessions because, guys, when you're about to embark on your journey, especially when you're going to be working your Dharma and you start to align with your heart's desires and the things that God has for you, you're going to have to go without so that you can go within and understand what is truly of value. You're going to have to lose things to gain something even better. All right? It's exactly what has happened to me. And don't be afraid of that happening because God has greater things for you. But remember not to rush into things and not to make impulsive moves. Okay? You are very capable of whatever this is. This could also be like you being a defender of justice or something. You being fearless. Because you know God is leading the way. Because you have the Ace of Swords. Okay? The truth, the clarity, the ambition, the drive, the insight and awareness into things and understanding things more clearly. That this is your path. This is what you need to go after. Okay? So this could even be relocation for some of you. Some of you may be moving. Okay? Out of nowhere. Some of you may need to move and leave your possessions behind, leave your home behind, whatever this is, okay? You know your story better than I do. But there is something here that is going on behind the scenes. There's something brewing behind the scenes, guys, and this is Pisces energy. You may be dealing with a Pisces. There's like a Pisces, a water sign, air sign dynamic here. I'm getting Gemini Pisces, but that's not for everybody. Okay? There could be a Pisces that you're dealing with, Aquarius, where they can't let you go. That you are very valuable to them. They see your worth now. They see your value in their lives. And they have been resistant to this because they were afraid of something. There's also somebody here that maybe this Pisces or this person, whoever this is, doesn't have to be Pisces, they were coming in and out of your life. They were making impulsive decisions, or they would make a decision and back out on it or something like that. Or, you know, coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. This person didn't want to stick around for too long. Energy was scattered. They couldn't think straight. They had to do with money. They had to do with a home. Trying to find balance in their life. They couldn't find balance because their mind was all over the place and they couldn't make decisions. And it's like, oh, let me do this. And oh, no, I'm going the other direction. It's like zigzagging all over the place, right? Because this person had an issue with being balanced and understanding what is really of value to them. They couldn't like stay in one place. And there's also something about financial issues or issues with money or being afraid of changes. This could have been a person who moved around a lot and they didn't like it and it caused them to be scattered. And then when it comes to moving or changing things or whatever it is, because this is abrupt change, sudden, swift change, life changes, and it made him a little bit harsh, it made him a little bit stubborn or selfish. It'd be like, nope, you know what, I'm not, whatever, I can't deal with this. So it kind of did them a disservice here, whoever this is for, if they were moving around a lot, like literally, like place to place, city to city, state to state, I don't know. And they didn't like it. And every time something would change, they were just like really, really bittered by it. You know, every time something changed, it got them off of balance. It made them more scattered. Who knows? Okay. But there's somebody here who's realizing that they can't be in and out of your life anymore. They've had an epiphany. They really went within. Their intuition was telling them something different. The intuition was saying, you need to let go of the material world. You need to let go of these possessions. You need to let go of just hanging on too tightly to the past, to something that is not of value to you, to something that doesn't serve you. And this person, again, is like, I can't let go of my person. I can't let go of Aquarius. Because they have this inner knowing. Their divine guidance, their guides, their angels, their ancestors are telling them, hey, it's time to get going. It's time to go after what you want and not let anything get in your way. Have this incredible amount of ambition and drive and confidence to go seize the day. Go after what you want. And take action on it. Swift action on it. You've been holding on to this person for so long, or your person's been holding on to you for so long, Aquarius. I'm hearing it again. I don't want to let you go. I can't let you go no matter how hard I try. And their intuition has been telling them to get going. Like I said, the lightning bolt, the fire underneath the ass. That is what their guides, God, their angels, everyone is telling them to do. Their spirit team is telling them, you know you need to do this. You know you need to go after your person. You can't just hold on any longer. You got to take action and do something about it. Stop holding back so much. Could be for you, Aquarius. Stop holding back so much. But there's also for others of you, there could be a change in your finances because maybe finances were a little bit tight. You've been managing your money, or you've been afraid to spend money a little bit because you weren't sure what was going to happen next, because maybe you were having a lot of sudden drastic things happen in your life that caused you to have to give the money every time you got money coming in. Okay, but there's something that's changing here. The universe, God is working behind the scenes to fix this situation to where you become more financially stable. There is going to be a massive shift for some of you with regards to your finances, a massive shift. Okay, where you were kind of like not having enough, trying to be a little bit frugal, but not being too afraid to spend the money. You had a balance with spending the money and not spending it, that type of thing. And you've had this inner knowing that things were going to change. Okay, that change is here. All right. Stay dedicated to mission. This is a very mission-driven night. Stay focused. Okay, there's a lot of focus with this night right here. Stay focused on your mission, on the task at hand, because things are going behind the scenes you know nothing about. Because you don't need to know everything, Aquarius. Some of you feel like you need to know everything, but you don't. God is not going to reveal to you all the secrets. He's not going to reveal to you all the things that you don't need to know, because God wants the element of surprise. God wants you to do things on your own. He wants you to trust your intuition and listen to your divine guidance and not have proof all the time of something, okay? Yes, you can ask for confirmation, but when you get that confirmation, you trust in that. And if it's not fully clear, you trust that whatever bit of confirmation, whatever guidance you got, it's enough for you to go by. It's enough for you to take action. If it's enough for you to go seize the day and follow your mission, whatever this is, okay? Is that the Ace of Pentacles? Oh, that's the King of Baths. See, there's somebody coming in with the truth here. Somebody's made a decision. They're no longer indecisive. That's why we have this Knight energy. This person's going to take action and communicate the truth with you. Libra got this type of reading. They had a little bit of somebody coming in speaking their truth. So you don't see this coming. There's also going to be a massive secret revealed. Okay? Maybe by an air sign or whoever's coming in. This person is very determined to speak their truth and reveal things that have been hidden. This could also be revealing things that they were holding from you. Withholding. Holding secrets. Holding their feelings for you. Because this person can't, for some of you, this person can't let you go. You're too valuable to them. You mean too much to them for you to let them go. Because you've changed their lives drastically too. You help them to be more decisive. You help them to be more mission-oriented. You help them to be more ambitious and to trust in themselves. To be their true, authentic self. To do the right thing. Okay? So this person has been holding things from you. But for good reason. And I'm getting strongly for somebody, this person who is hiding their feelings from you for a very long time. They were holding that truth. Because they were very afraid to speak up, to take action and do the right thing and tell them how you feel. Or tell them what it was that they were withholding from you, okay? There could be something, they may be going through financial issues. Or they're going to be honest and say, I was resistant to change. I wanted to be alone. I wanted to be single. I didn't want to get married again. I didn't want to be in a relationship again, whatever this is. I was afraid about losing my money because maybe they had a divorce and they got cleared out by their ex-spouse. You don't know, guys. There's a bunch of things that come with this. There's a bunch of hidden things that this person is just going to reveal to you. Secrets are going to be revealed, and it could very well be coming with this new moon in Scorpio energy. It's like, or the full moon in Taurus, or just eclipse season in general, but it's different for everybody. So this person's like, I got to do the right thing. I cannot hide secrets anymore. I cannot withhold anything more from Aquarius. They can't let you go. They really can't. But they can't hold on any longer and just stay in silence. They can't be silent anymore because it's going to burst. It's taxing for them. It's really, really, really affecting them. Because they've held on to these secrets, this love for you, whatever it is they're going to tell you, they've held on to it for way too long. I'm hearing more than 4 years for some of you, okay? They can't hold on to it any longer. They need to speak their truth. They know that they need to communicate clearly with honesty and integrity. They've made the decision to do that. Oh my God, Ace of Cups at the top of the deck. What did I say about emotions? This person has very powerful emotions for you. This is true unconditional love. They're going to pour their heart out to you. They cannot hold it in anymore. It's exactly what I said. They cannot hide their feelings in the dark anymore. It's got to come out. The dam is going to break. It's going to flood right out. Okay, some of you get prepared for this because this person's going to have an overflow of emotions. There's a lot of love that this person has for you. That's why they can't let you go. You've helped them to heal. You helped them to understand what true unconditional love is. I'm hearing the Foreigner song. I want to know what love is. They've been probably sending you that song. If you hear that song, that's confirmation for this reading. You showed them how to love. You showed them the divine love of God. You showed them about compassion and forgiveness and peace and tranquility and purification, renewal, rejuvenation, all these things, trusting their own intuition. Because your person or whoever this is, they always had an inner knowing about you. They always had this feeling about you and they couldn't deny it. They couldn't let go of that undying love, that true love for you. They didn't understand it then, but they understand it now because it's the Holy Grail. It's a blessing from God. It's the divine love of God that they feel for you. I get the love of Christ with this Ace of Ghosts, the Ace of Cups. You love this person with the love of Christ. This person loves you with the love of Christ. It's unconditional love. It's the divine love that this person has for you. And they always felt this because they felt this peace with you, this freshness, this renewal. They felt renewed when they were around you, but they couldn't quite comprehend what the hell this was. And they were like, I don't want to risk this, because if I come forward with my emotions, if I tell the person the truth, what if I lose them? What if it goes south? What if there's something wrong? What if they're hiding something and it scares the shit out of me? I don't know what this is. This person had some fears here. But this person has been hiding a lot of powerful emotions for you. They've loved you for a very, very long time, Aquarius. They can't hold this anymore. They don't want to let you go, and they've been holding on to you so tightly, but that is not going to change anything. They need to take action and say how they feel. And this is what's going to happen, and it's going to happen in the blink of an eye for some of you. The others of you, you have this inner knowing about your purpose. I said, you know what's of value to you. You can't be silent anymore either, guys. You just got to go take action and stop like waiting around and not taking action on anything. Your guides, your angels, your God is telling you to move. Maybe literally move, or telling you to take action on something to find your ultimate fulfillment, to find your holy grail. You're going to have to let go of certain things. This is also talking about you're going to have to let go of a lot of things in order to get this true love, guys. This does not come easy whatsoever. This joy, this bliss, this pure happiness here, you have to lose a lot to get this holy grail. It's not called the Holy Grail for nothing. God does not give this type of love, this type of, no, I should say, love with a person, because this is the love of a lifetime. God does not give this type of love to just anyone. You got to feel it within yourself first. You got to be learning how to trust your intuition and trust what your gut is telling you. Okay? Vibes don't lie here. And when you are vibrating at this level, because this is agape love, is what I teach. This is the highest frequency of all. When you find this, and this is flowing through you and out of you, you attract the same. Okay? But you're going to have to lose a lot in order to clear your energies to let this type of love come in. Okay? Your system's got to be cleared out in order for this to be completely flowing through you and out of you. Trust your intuition here. This is all about intuition for some of you. You got to really listen and trust it. That is God speaking to you. All right? And the others of you, what you don't see coming, what's going on behind the scenes is God is preparing your person to come forward, to spill their guts. They can't hold on to how they feel about you anymore. They need to tell you. They need to tell you. I'm getting strong for somebody here. There's something about a Pisces. Okay. Okay, so this is for somebody here. Somebody here is dealing with a Pisces. They may have told you that they're with someone or they're seeing someone. I don't know what. They might be in a relationship. But what I'm getting is that that's not the case. They're hiding something from you. Okay? They may have told you that because they were resistant to change, because of the love that they felt for you was so strong. They had to make up some sort of story to try to keep you away because they had no idea what this was. That's for somebody here. They were acting a little bit stubborn because it was like they were maybe too focused on the material world at the time, too focused on their money. And maybe they were afraid that you were going to use them for their money, or you were going to have them pay for anything or something like that. That's what I'm getting for somebody here. And they used to hide things from you because they didn't want you to know the real them, or they didn't want you to know that this is a complex they were having. Or they were like, oh, yeah, no, I'm resistant to change. I'm not going to really tell Aquarius how I really feel, so I'm going to say all these other things to try to get them to go away. That may sound wrong to you, Aquarius, whoever this is for, but please understand that people do these things for reasons you may very well not know about, because remember, you don't need to know everything. However, your intuition knows better than your 3D self. Okay, your higher self knows better. You got to get more into alignment with your higher self to understand why you can't see certain things or why things are happening the way that may seem confusing to you. So there's somebody here who just couldn't let go of you, but you know, there was a hesitation there because they were resistant to change, because this love that they felt for you was very, very powerful. With the Ace of Cups, it's powerful emotions. They felt this love for you that they had never felt before, and it was like, oh my gosh, if I go after this, what if I lose it? Right? What if I lose it? All right, what guidance do we have for Aquarius? Holy Spirit, guides, angels, thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Out trick-or-treating. Maybe something's happening on Halloween, before Halloween. I don't know, because I always get that with this card. See what I said? Somebody's coming towards you out of nowhere. It's blazing through. It's like someone's really taking action and heading towards you. They're seizing the day. It's going to be very fast, because this person could be like, they're at your door. We're here. That's what I get with that. But we will read the card. 30. Two little witches. Magical space clearing time. See what I said about clearing that space? You're going to have to look over some certain things in order to get that holy grail. Guys, God needs you to let go of a lot of shit. It's exactly what has happened to me. Okay? God needed to clear me out, to purify everything, to have that pure love come into my life. You cannot have any negative energy there. And when it creeps in, you got to flush that out. 5, sudden changes. You see what I mean? Something's changing. All right. Knock, knock. We're here. At your door, front or back, or at a window dressed in black, appear 4 little ones. They may look scary, but take some time to discover what they have bubbling away in the cauldron. It could be wonderful, and yet you may be fearful that it's woeful. It's going to take courage to find out the truth. But if you do find that courage, you'll discover that you need not be scared by the appearance of death. He's just here to help you change. And Jack-o'-lantern is here to help you light up something you've been hiding from. Jack may be very significant to you. For some of you, it's your person's name. Others of you, it may be a son's name. If that's the case, this is definitely confirming something for you, okay? The little witch with her apprentice, they are ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Don't be afraid. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out for any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings and your clairsentience, the ability to know and not to rely upon appearance for your signals. That's why it's the huge thing with the intuition here, guys. You have this inner knowing. You know what the truth is. Then we would like you to meet with us so we can share experiences with you and hear more of your story too. It's up to you now to decide whether you are going to take the time to discover what something is really all about, or simply judge it based on how it appears to be at first glance. The trick-or-treaters help you see through conditioning and old thought patterns, and as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. All you need is courage. I was talking about courage with this knight right here, okay? Don't judge a book by its cover, people. You guys are very intuitive people. You need to trust in that. Tap more into your divine feminine self, and don't be afraid of that. Okay? You really got to trust your intuition. Don't look at the 3D, whatever this is. Don't judge a book by its cover either. From out of the shadows come the 2 little witches, solemn and sincere. They fix you with their clear green and blue gaze. Maybe somebody has blue eyes here. That might be significant for you, or green eyes. Somebody's getting a lot of synchronicities right now. And what is the magical secret of this broom? Why, that is, it can sweep clear any old stale energy that is lurking about you at the moment. Take this broom and see it whisk all by itself once, twice, 3 times. Witter shins around your house, your hearth, your home, and you will clear out all that is hiding in the shadows of the corners and underneath of the rooms of your soul and home. See, hiding in the shadows, what's been being hidden is going to be revealed. It means against the sun and in the northern hemisphere to go widdershins is to direct energy in a counterclockwise direction. In the southern hemisphere, it is to direct energy clockwise. When it is done, they clap their hands 3 times and the broom returns to their arms and they move on to the next home that needs their help. But now that this is done, what will you fill your space in your life with? That is the greatest and trickiest choice of all, but one which only you can make. What did I say about clearing things out? Letting go of those possessions, those material things, to make room for that Ace of Cups stuff. What are you going to fill that new space with? Make the mundane work for you. It's time to conduct a house clearing followed by a house blessing. This is also home stuff I talked about, okay? Sanctuary. Here is an easy pointer. New locations, either the smallest of changes for household objects or rearrangements of what goes where in your bedroom, or an entire move is very much on your mind when these twin witchies show up with their brooms of power. I talked about a move too, okay? If there's anything keeping you back from making that change, please make small, useful, and symbolic gestures. Shift the furniture and clear away what you no longer need. Whenever we make a change, we always rediscover stuff we've been hanging on to, stuff that's weighed us down without our even realizing it was there. Time for a space clear for you. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, this might be really significant for someone. Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. It is technically autumn in the northern hemisphere. That may be a very huge indicator for someone with this lightning bolt to the head, the fire to the ass, all of the above for this person to get going, or for you to get going. They want me to read that one. It was number 6. 6 is the Lover's card, and I did hear twins. There's a twin flame thing, a divine counterpart theme going on here. I keep waiting for help, for hope to come, but all about me is cold. I cannot find what I'm looking for, and indeed I can barely remember what it is I was in search for before I got so lost. I am cold and alone, and no one is here with me, but I know I have this apple, and that's when I truly need it. And that when I truly need it, I will eat it, and then all will be well. She is holding the source of hope, but is almost afraid to bite into the apple. It seems she is saving it for a rainy day, or for when she has no other choice. Soon she will realize what she has herself, and turn to it for sustenance and comfort, and winter will then be through. It cannot end till she takes a bite from the apple she holds. Time to stop relying on others for that comfort, warmth, and sustenance that only true self-love can bring. Waiting for others to give you what you need will be a long and lonely, bone-chilling wait at this time. So look at what you already have, turn to it, and feast on it. Learn to love and appreciate the apple in your hands, and save the seeds of self-love and plant them. From this one remaining magical apple comes the gift of wisdom, comes self-love, comes abundance, and comes the knowledge that you are a person who deserves to care for and love your own self. Once you take just one big bite of the juicy apple, you will be committing to help yourself, and then you will be free of the need for approval, shelter, and rescue. There is only one true rescue, and it comes with the miracle of self-life. Go ahead, eat the apple. Some of you may be rushing in to save someone else's life, or waiting for someone to save you when you need to save yourself. There's a little bit of stubbornness with that, okay? Some of you don't want to do the hard work, is what I heard. But yeah, I think this is a very significant message for somebody. You may have been gaining this inner knowing autumn might be your last chance. There's something about doing something before the winter. But remember, whatever this is for you guys, don't lose hope in this. Okay. Let's see what this new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio is bringing you? What is it bringing for Aquarius? Wow. Oh, that fell out on its own. You and your loved ones are safe. The new moon in Cancer. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Look at the bigger picture. The full moon in Sagittarius. That's the one that kind of fell out at the last minute. Oh, confirmation. New moon in Scorpio. Wow. Work through your fears. There's the new moon, guys. You got the card at the bottom of the deck. Let's look at the new moon in Cancer. All right. There's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This could be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. That's I channeled that. Moving was the Two Little Witches card at the bottom of the deck, right? Literally moving house. And now here's the third one. That's 3 times, guys. So for somebody here, there's something about literally moving house. Moving somewhere else. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a measure that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so can bring you your heart's desires. See, insecurity might be holding you, somebody or you back from something. Make sure you put family first. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. And I did say something about somebody's son's name was Jack or something like that. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. The new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. This card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. Do not worry about your kid, your kids, your family, none of that. God has got you. Everything is going to be just fine. For whoever needs to hear that. Because it looks like somebody's coming towards someone, like I said. They can't let go of you. They can't hold back their emotions anymore. They can't hide their hidden emotions from you. They got to pour it out. But there's been a thing. I talked about being afraid of letting go, resisting to change, because maybe there was somebody who has a kid here. There's some weird energy with Halloween, guys. I don't know if Halloween's your favorite holiday or somebody's favorite holiday or something. I don't know. Something about going somewhere to trick or treat somewhere else. I don't know where that's coming from. But somebody maybe had been resistant to change, to come towards you, to open their heart out to you, because there was something about family, some family issues. They were afraid for you to meet their kid, or for you to be in their kid's life because of what happened with their mother or father or some other people. I don't know. Maybe they were worried that you weren't going to love their kid as much as they love them. I don't know. There's something weird coming. Now, I don't want to say weird. It's not weird. It's not weird. Something coming in through that. Somebody needs to hear that, okay? Let's look at the full moon in Gemini now. But there is some sort of energy with the child, okay? At least one child here. There could also be somebody who was afraid to reveal their emotions to you, because if this person's like moving towards you, because this is somebody sweeping you off your feet, there's some sort of romance with this knight here. See, we're here, knock, knock, showing up at your door. Some changes happening. They were afraid to change, but also afraid maybe if you have a kid, maybe afraid of what your kid, your son, your daughter would say if you came into their life too. Because if there's some sort of marriage here somewhere, you know, we all are mindful of our children, especially if we've already been divorced and somebody else comes in, right? But there's this inner knowing. You know that everything's going to be fine, because you know if you're in a counterpart connection, this is your person and it's God ordained. So God's got to make everything work out. Again, you and your loved ones are safe, so there's no need to worry about that. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth. But remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. You create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Don't be so impulsive. Don't be brash and because the knight can lose his mind and say very harsh things, belittling, condescending, verbally and mentally abusive, okay? Be careful with that. Don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. Job applications have good prospects. Talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing. This card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering. Libra got this card behind the bottom of the deck, but they also got the new moon in Gemini. There's something about some truth, some communication coming in with this new moon in Scorpio. Okay, this eclipse season, expect the unexpected. There's going to be some unexpected turn of events here. Some massive shifts. Now let's look at the full moon in Sagittarius. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? This was the bottom of the deck for Libra. If you haven't watched the Libra card, Aquarius, I highly recommend you watch that. Fretting over minutiae can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. There's the action right there. Fast action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Open mind. Don't judge. Do not judge people. Trust me. I've dealt with a lot of this on the opposite side. A lot of people judge me based on my appearance. But let's move on. The situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Expressing emotions, showing you care, being honest with somebody about that. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. The full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. Now we have the new moon in Scorpio. You got the new moon in Scorpio card for the new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of sexier time if you've been experiencing something of a drought. And emotional intimacy is also on the menu. That's Ace of Cups. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Have some sexy time. Time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be you're being paranoid? Make an investment. Scorpio is a sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark, occult, and even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light, and the new moon in Scorpio suggests you need to do that now. Some of you are going to be facing some serious fears here. Could be about going after what your heart wants, what you know is of value to you, showing the world the real you, or maybe not even judging yourself, okay, or judging some situation. Working through your fears with expressing your emotions, how you feel about someone. Again, time to show someone how you feel, time to tell someone you care. It's time to speak your truth about how you're feeling about somebody. It could have been a fear for you because maybe you were fearful of being vulnerable. All right. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading helped you. If you would like a personal reading with me, or a phone coaching session, a Zoom coaching session, or if you would like to sign up for one of my Capella memberships where you get a 14-day free trial for some of them, check out capellawellness.com, click on the join now button, or click on the link below to that. There's a lot of perks there, like I'm going to be doing an 18 plus live session. I'm going to be doing a new moon in Scorpio live reading for members only, a full moon in Taurus reading for my members only. You get entered to win a free personal reading from me every month as long as you are a member. Access to my app, which is free though, but the Capella Circle is part of the membership, where you get to meet some amazing people. You get to interact more with me. You get access to daily guidance videos, meditation videos, and a whole bunch of other things, okay? Different tiers have different perks, so make sure you pay attention to what the benefits are for each tier. So go ahead and check that out. I'm also offering a fall 2022 eclipse season reading to help you know what is coming with this eclipse season, because there are going to be sudden, massive, transformative changes for so many of us, okay? What's changing for you? Warnings that are going to be given for you to heed, okay? People have been getting some big warnings with this eclipse season. Overcoming the challenges that you're going to be facing, what changes you're going to be going through, and how to prepare for them, and a whole bunch of other things, okay? I would highly recommend that reading. A link to that reading is in the description box below. I'm going to be having that open for the entire duration of eclipse season. Eclipse season starts on October 25th, guys, and it ends on November 8th or 9th, depending on where you are in the world. Okay, so you have time to get that reading. I'm recording this on October 19th, so this is well before the 25th. So if you feel drawn, I highly recommend that you get that reading done, because there are some serious fears you're going to have to face with this eclipse season. All right, so, and then you're also going to be learning how to transmute the dark into light as well. Deep, dark stuff, hidden things. This is Pisces energy as water. Scorpio is water. Deep emotions, deep fears, whatever this is, that are going to come to the surface, okay? All right, guys. Do I have everything? Yes, I do. All right, Aquarius, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess with Capella Wellness, starring out.